Hey, welcome to Between the Shores. It's great to have Heather with us. And we had a great time teaching this Sunday, and this is kind of our Monday recap and refocus and say, God, help us to apply this throughout this week, between the Sundays, between the shores, and between all that he has for us. And it actually, Hebrews 13 is kind of wraps it up perfectly.
Yeah.
And everywhere we're going. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And Joel, I appreciated on Sunday how you talked about the literary writing method used by the author, the chiasm, and I appreciated how you're like, does anyone know what that is? I don't think you have very many hands. You're like, well, I taught about it 3 times, and this is a humbling moment.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I appreciated your just like, because it's terminology we're just not used to.
Yeah.
But I love how you showed it on the screen, how the first parts of chapter 13 list 3 key things, Jesus at the center, and then it iterates it at the end. And so the repetitiveness reminds us just how easily we forget. And how we do need to have things repeated so we can see clearly what's actually being focused on.
I got a Facebook message this morning.
You did?
That someone found one in their Bible study today. And they were like, look, I found one. And I'm like, that's cool. Yeah.
That's very cool.
They found a chiasm.
Yeah.
I love it.
They are cool. Yeah.
It's sticking now.
It's sticking. Yeah. Now we're all like, we got to look for chiasms.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, it's such a good reminder in Hebrews 13 as well that, God isn't asking us to focus more on, like, we don't need to memorize all of the rules. I think that's like that came out even in testimony time yesterday. It's not about you need to do all these things. It's no, remember I love you and his faithfulness towards us, and allow that to be what draws us. Well, the verse in Hebrews, I think it's Hebrews 13:8, or go to him outside the camp. Let that draw you to him. Because Heather, I love how you brought up how it's outside the camp, in the muck of life and the suffering and the hard things that we go through. That's where he meets us, and that's the intimacy that he's inviting us into.
And I think that's why then it's not about rules, right? Because when it's intimacy, like you think of your practical day-to-day relationships, like my relationship with my husband, I don't have to remember the rules of, I'm not allowed to be with anybody else. I'm not allowed to feel. It's an overflow of, this is the person that I love and I'm in relationship with. So it just comes naturally. And so, I think my simple mind will put it into those terminologies because it's like, how does this look like in my real life?
Yes, that's right.
It is often just the same.
Yeah, and you're choosing it. Like
I'm choosing it.
Your husband chose you, you chose them, and we're doing life together.
Right.
It's not about the rules.
Right.
It's about time.
And that's a really good way to put it, because Hebrews is really taking all this stuff about how they grew in their long traditions in saying, okay, this is good, but not as good as Jesus. This is good, but this is better. This is, and saying, no, Jesus is all of that. And now that we've, because he's all through everything in the scriptures. And it's saying, okay, now let's put it all together and say, this is how you live it out. And then he hands it over and says, but yet here's the Holy Spirit. And it just kind of sets everything up, because it takes the Old Testament, answers it all, and sends you in. It's kind of like, here's the wrap up for the book of the Acts for the rest of Hebrews.
Yeah, absolutely. I love how you have reminded us of that, Joel, because it's like, those were good. We don't diminish, because all of that's pointing towards this moment of Jesus. And so it was good, but Jesus is better.
Better.
It's better. Ooh.
I
love that.
So good.
And so then with that, we recognize as a teaching team that in understanding that was good, but Jesus is better, and now Jesus has left us a gift. He's left us the Holy Spirit, which is a person of the Holy Spirit, to show us how to do this, because we're not, we can't figure this out on our own. I don't know about you.
And it's not to turn it back into rules.
That's right.
Or turn it back into religion.
And, like our trying to walk this out by ourselves. That's how it ends. He's like, but now he doesn't tell us to do something that he doesn't empower us to do. And he said it was better that he go away.
Yes.
And so what is to come, right?
Exactly.
Like, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's meant to be beautiful. It's not meant to be this stressful, hard thing.
Yeah.
And it's interesting too, because we're in Eastertide, which is new language for me, but from Easter to Pentecost is these 50 days. And they were asked to wait. Wait until the Holy Spirit comes. Wait until the Holy Spirit comes. And so at times in our lives when we don't have an answer, when we are wanting something, he doesn't say strive for it, figure it out, you got to do it your way. He's actually saying, wait.
Trust me.
Just wait.
Yeah.
So good.
So it's a reflection even of the season we're in, is waiting on what he has for us before we actually choose to move.
Yeah.
So we have, with that understanding, we felt like, okay, this makes sense. We've got to walk into some more teaching on the Holy Spirit. And so starting this coming Sunday, which is also Mother's Day, which is exciting, we are going to start a new series on the Holy Spirit, looking currently, at a number of weeks, but we're going to be open. We're going to wait on the Spirit and see how he leads us in the midst of this. But we're excited to see how it will unfold, because we recognize, I don't know how many of you experienced on the island yesterday. It was a very windy day.
Oh, my.
And it blew things over.
Crazy.
And around.
Yep.
And I just had some reflection this morning about how spring, we come across spring, we've got the rains that come, the winds that come, and it's preparing the earth for summer, because the winter, the residue has to be washed away, has to be refreshed. There's things that need to go. And that's part of what the Spirit, Holy Spirit's described as wind often, blowing. He's described as water, refreshing and washing. And so how is he preparing us for the season that we're walking into? What is he right now even washing off of us, or kind of putting a bit of a finger on it? It's time to pay attention to this. And as we lean into him, not away from him, he's got things to share with us. So we're looking forward to this series. Absolutely.
And it's so good, because he sets us up, but then there's so much more, and it's just like, even in his Hebrews, it always pointed back to Jesus, and then Jesus, and I'm always pointing to the Father, and we're always doing with the Spirit, and he repeats again and again and again, and you see these cycles of, I'm going to show you this, and then I'm going to show you this from this angle, and I'm going to, and it's not just for us to understand, but because he loves us so much, he wants us to be able to experience this, to be able to live it out in a way. I loved how, especially yesterday, you brought us into community. There was so much community in the testimony and the sharing and the worship and the communion. But it kept coming back again, and even in the teaching, it was fun, because it was in community, and just as much as what was being taught was being modeled in what was testified. And it was such a setup of, see, this is, the Spirit does this, not planning.
That's right.
We never planned that.
That's right. And there's, what I love about what you described too, is that there was no competition. There's no competition in the Trinity. There's no competition. They honor, and they are humble towards one another. And I feel like we got to experience that on Sunday, because we each had a small section, but it overlapped. And it was an opportunity to walk together, to point to Jesus together.
That's right. It's that priestly life, right? Like, it's not solo. It really is done in community, and honoring and humbling and loving one another and learning from one another. And I thought, what a beautiful way to end the service with testimonies of, and like spurring one another on and encouraging one another, and seeing God is working in your life just as much as he's working in her life or my life, or it really was beautiful.
It really was. So we're looking forward to more of how the Holy Spirit is going to orchestrate what's coming forward, and we look forward to leaning into him more and learning how to let go of our own stuff in the process. That's always the journey every day. And so come, Holy Spirit, come and show us more of yourself. Show us more of Jesus. That's what we know the Holy Spirit's role is, to show us more of him and to remind us of the very words and the footsteps of Jesus, the steps that he would have us take. So that's where we're going.
Awesome.
So until next week, have a good one.